Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am here to talk about a little bit of skincare. So, I've been going through my skincare for those of you who are new here. I'm Marquita, and I am going to be talking about some products that I have used before. I'm going through my empties, so I'll be sharing those with you, just kind of let you know how I felt about them, how they work for my skin. And we'll get into my skin type and all that in just a second, but we'll just talk a little bit about that. And also, I'm recommending them because some of those items are available at Sephora. And in case you didn't know, Sephora is having their spring sale going on right now. So you can get anywhere from 10 to 20% off depending on where you fall on the rewards member status. I'm a VIB, so I'm 15% off. So some of these products are at Sephora, so you'll be able to grab them and grab them at a discount if you are a rewards member. So make sure you sign up. It's free. But let's go ahead and jump into them and let's talk about it. Now, one thing I do want to note is that I'm not super into, or not into, but I don't do a lot of skincare. I do a routine once a day, in whenever, like once I shower, then I do my skincare. So it's not a lot of products. I haven't moved into doing like the night skincare yet, unless I wear like makeup or something during the day, then I will cleanse and then I'll do kind of like a process there. But other than that, I typically just do skincare once a day, and that is in the morning or whenever like I'm getting ready for the day. So we'll start off with a facial cleanser, and that is one by Tula. As you can see, this is one of my empties. This is my first time trying a Tula product. I heard great things about them. And so I actually had the samples from, I want to say it was a Sephora order, and they had the little samples. And I did start with the small size samples, cleanser and moisturizer, and they seemed to work fine. So when Ulta had their sale, and this was 50% off during one of their beauty sales, I picked up a full size bottle. It comes in a couple of different sizes. This, I think, is the smaller of the two. It's 4.2 ounces. And so this one is the Cult Classic Purifying Face Cleanser. I really liked it. It did great things. My skin looked amazing using it. I am doing what I call clear the stash right now. I have so many skincare, beauty, makeup products that I am not really buying as much right now. I'm really just trying to go through the things that I do have. So I would repurchase this later on down the line. But for right now, I'm still plowing through what I do have and finding new things. So I would recommend it as a purchase. My skin type is combination skin type, which means I have the T-zone, where my oily spots will be my forehead, my nose, and my chin. My cheeks tend to be my dry area. So if you have T-zone combination skin, this will work fine. It did not dry me out. It dried me out enough to not be oily throughout the day, but it didn't dry me out to where the parts of my skin that are on my face that are drier got ashy or peeled or anything like that. So I would definitely recommend this. A lot of times I do have samples, so if you're not sure, you can always see if you can find a sample size of this and try it out, or a travel size and try it out. But I would highly recommend it. And it's a daily cleanser, and I use it as a daily cleanser. So that worked great. And since we're in the Tula realm, we'll go ahead and talk about the moisturizer. Now, I don't always use the same product line for my entire skincare process, but sometimes I like to use them together if I have them, just to see how they complement each other. And sometimes you don't know what things will go well and what things won't. So since I had both of them, I decided to do the moisturizer, the 24/7 moisturizer as well. Now, this is the full size. I haven't used this in full since I purchased the full size. I had the sample along with the face wash. The one thing that I will say with the moisturizer, even though this says a 24/7 hydrating day and night cream, so you can use this twice a day, and it might make a difference if I use it twice a day versus, like I said, I don't typically put on moisturizer, do any skincare at night. This one, it did not. I felt moisturized. So like after I did my initial skincare, and I usually do a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer. And so just a three-step simple process. And this kept my skin moisturized throughout the day. and really for the whole day. But I would notice that when I woke up the next morning, sometimes that my dry areas, like around my cheeks and sometimes around here, it would be a little bit dried out. Like you could tell it was dry, it looked a little flaky um or just like patchy or whatnot. And so I think when I first started using this, it was in the winter time. And so in the winter, my skin is not overly oily or excessively oily. It's pretty fine during the winter. So I have to be careful not to use something that's too strong that or too drying rather. And so I think this is not obviously not drying because it's a hydrating moisturizer, but I think it just wasn't strong enough for me to go from one day to the next. So like it lasts all day. Like my skin was fine during like for the duration of the day that I put it on. But like I said, when I woke up the next morning, it seemed to be a little bit parched. So maybe because this is a day and night cream, if I used it, I'd be curious to see if I use this the next time around for a day and night time thing, if it will make a difference. So I think it is a good product. It definitely does moisturize for the day. It's just that next morning, if you're not someone who does a nighttime skincare routine as well, you might have some dryness in on the next day. But for just a one day thing, like if you do it in the morning, you're good for the rest of the day. You won't have to re-moisturize. So I'll try the next time I try this because I haven't used this one. Like I said, I only use a trial. The next time I try this one, I think I will try to do it in a two-step, not a two-step, but a twice a day situation and see if that helps. And also now that it's summertime, I think this will be perfect because I think it's heavy enough to keep me moisturized, but light enough not to overdo it. So this might be a better summertime moisturizer, and that's something that I've also learned as I've started going through um products is that some things are great for certain times of the year. So there are some products that are heavy enough, provide enough moisture to where in the wintertime they keep everything moisturized. I don't have to worry about being dried out. And in the summertime, they're too heavy. And so I'll get oily throughout the day because of the hydration is almost too much hydration. So I have learned for my particular skin type kind of like where that balance is and what things work great or what things work better. So I do have some products that I would say, I'll use these in the winter, but not in the summer. And then there's some that I would use in the summer and not in the winter. So that's something else to consider. It may not mean that the product does not work for your skin. It may just be the time in which you're using it. Like it might be great for a certain point or a certain period of time to use, and then it may not be so great for other times. So I would say keep that in mind when you are first time experimenting with a product or something, and you're like, oh, it didn't really give me the moisture or it gave me too much moisture. Think about when am I using this? Like if you're doing it in the summer and you're saying it's giving too much moisture, maybe you need to try it, hold on to it and give it a try in the winter and see if you get the same effect or if it actually works to the way that you would need it where it's not overly moisturizing. All right, so long little rant there, but just little tips if you are new to skincare or even if you have been just branching out from your traditional routine, trying new things and trying to figure out, hey, what else can work for me? That's just something to keep in mind. Let's see what else we have in front of me. Now, you guys know I'm a Fenty girl, Fenty Beauty, Savage X Fenty, anything Fenty, I'm here for it. So my original or not original, but the skincare routine I have been using for probably about since Rihanna released the Fenty Beauty skincare with the facial cleanser and toner and moisturizer. I have been using that as my process for the longest, and it all works. I definitely recommend all of those, and we're going to talk about a couple of them right here because I have the empties. But that was like my go-to, and that's probably what I would call like one of my home-based skincare routines, meaning that if I'm not trying out new products or whatever, and I just want to be able to have stuff that I know works, that would be one of them. So, first thing that I have here is the Fenty Skin Fat Water Toner. This thing is wonderful. It makes my skin look great. It's just a toner, so I usually just, you cleanse and then you toss this on. You just rub it in, let it dry, and then you put on your moisturizer. I have, like I said, I've been using it since it came out, and it is one of my favorite toners. It lasts for a really long time. A little bit goes a long way, and you get 5 ounces in this bottle. So I also use it sometimes in conjunction with other products. So during the time that I was using the Tula, I was using this as my toner. And then when I've tried other facial products, like this has been kind of like my middle point. And this is sometimes when you're trying new products, it's good to maybe take baby steps into changing things. So like I said, I had a set routine. And so since I know that this doesn't, cause breakouts or do anything, I kept this as my constant. So thinking about like science class, you have your placebo or your baseline, and this is kind of like my baseline because I know that this will not be the problem, and this is my middle step. So if I try a new cleanser, keep this toner, and I may use a moisturizer I'm familiar with too. But either way, this works great. Highly recommend it. If you are looking for a nice toner, and I think they have now created a second toner that I think is a little bit more creamy, and it gives even more hydration, especially if you have dry skin. So check that out if you're looking for a toner. Also in the Fenty Beauty lineup, I have the Fenty Skin, the moisturizer. So now the great thing about this moisturizer is it is one that has sunscreen in it. So that's great because you don't have to apply an additional coat of sunscreen if you're someone who likes to incorporate sunscreen into your daily routine. We should be. I don't always do it, but we should be. But with this, it takes the guessing game out of it because you already know that you are getting sunscreen. This is the Fenty Skin Hydro Visor Invisible Moisturizer, and it has SPF 30 sunscreen in it. It does have a little bit of a scent, but Rihanna's products for the Fenty Skin facial stuff, she did create an unscented line as well, but the scent is not really strong on any of them to me. But if you are sensitive to smells, you may want to just go ahead and order the unscented line if you're looking to try it, but you don't like the scent. This probably is the most potent out of all three, and it's not super strong to me, but this is the one where if you smell anything, it comes from this, and it is a good smell, and it goes away. Like once you smell it while you're applying it, and maybe a little bit after, but it fades away. So it's not something that's going to be heavy. And the reason I took this out is because it is finished. It is an empty, but with her products, a lot of them are recyclable. And so this is one of them. So what you would do instead of having to buy this full plastic case, I'm sorry, not recyclable, refillable is the word I was looking for. Refillable. You can recycle this though too. But it's refillable. So instead of having to rebuy this whole thing again, you just rebuy this, the refill. So her butter drop is also the body cream is also the same kind of way. So she tries to make her products sustainable when possible. So this is what the refill would look like, or this is what the cartridge looks like. So I will take this out because it is done. It's an empty, but I would recommend it if you're looking for a good moisturizer slash sunscreen. This one is honestly good, definitely for the winter. It's a little bit heavier, so I have to be careful um not to overdo it in the summertime because it will get oily. And I think that's because it has that mixture of the sunscreen. But other than that, it does not leave a white cast. It goes on just like any other moisturizer. You just have to rub it into your skin. So again, something else that I'd recommend, and that is from Fenty Skin, and that's the Hydro Visor moisturizer with the 30 SPF sunscreen. All right. So, and oh, I did not mention, these are both available at Sephora. So you can grab them on sale. And I think they sell Tula. I got my Tula products from Ulta, and I hadn't been checking for Tula like that. So I want to say yes, you can get all of this so far from Sephora. So make sure you check it out so you can get your discount. But I know for sure you can get the Fenty. All right, next up, this is a um not a Sephora item, but you can get it on Amazon and Walmart. And this is another moisturizer, and this is the Toulon Essential Mineral Daily Moisturizer. And I'll take out the container in a second, but it's the it has hyaluronic acid, magnesium, and an antioxidant blend. And believe it or not, this moisturizer is only like 13 bucks, I think, if even that. You get 2 ounces here, but a little bit goes a long way. It is a creamier moisturizer. I don't know if like you guys can see, I scraped I used it down, but you can see it's kind of more of a creamy, thicker moisturizer, but it's not too thick for even the summer because I just used this up not too long ago and it is warmer now. But the casing is also pretty. So if you're someone who displays your stuff like on a shelf or whatnot, like it's really pretty. It's not glass, it's a nice hard plastic, but it's so pretty. But like I said, you can use this day and night, and you apply it to your face and neck, and it's a moisturizer. So I was using this as my moisturizer in my routine. So again, cleanse, tone, moisturize. This was my moisturizer. And this brand makes a whole line. Like, they have facial scrubs, they have face cleansers. So if you want to just do a whole two line, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Brand cleansing routine, you can. I actually do have the face scrub, not face scrub. Yes, I do have the face scrub and a couple of other products I got a while back from Amazon when they were kind of first branching out, and I got them at a discounted rate to do some reviews. So here's another review on this product. And like I said, it is available online at Walmart. I don't know if it's in the store for sure, but it is available online on walmart.com, and it's available on Amazon. So I would recommend this, especially if you're looking for a very affordable skincare that has the kind of luxury benefits. So again, the hydrochloric acid, I don't know what it is, what was in this that made my skin just look like, when I applied it, my skin just, it was just on another level. Like, it gave me almost a good matte finish, but it didn't look matte. Like, it was just no oil. It was nice and cleansed. And then this was just like a good finishing layer. So I was like moisturized, but definitely did not cause any oiling or anything like that. So highly, highly recommend affordable skincare here. And again, this is the Toulon Essential Mineral Daily Moisturizer, and you can use it day and night if you so choose. And then we come in with another moisturizer. Sorry. This one is one that I am currently using, and this is the Belief. This is a very popular one. I've seen like Jackie Aina and some other YouTubers talk about it, and this is the True Cream Aqua Bomb. And so it is kind of like a gel. It goes on kind of like a gel consistency. A little bit goes a long way. So this is again by Belief, and I like it so far. Um, I have been using it for about a week now, and you can see I barely put a dent in it, and that I use mainly like 2 or 3 days just what was on the top of this lid, and then I just started dipping into it. You can kind of see it's a kind of cool blue color lighting there, but it does have a scent. It's almost not quite minty, but kind of minty. I don't know, it's the best way I can describe it. It has a cooling, like, you know how the cooling sensation, like if it had a scent, that would be this. So it's kind of like a minty cooling whatnot. It is a cool gel. Like, when you put it on, it goes on kind of cool, but it rubs in, it dissolves, goes away quickly, easy to rub in, easy to apply. Um, I like it so far. Haven't seen any negative reactions to it in terms of my skin. My skin is not sensitive, so it typically does pretty well when I change over products. I know sometimes people's skin will flip out if they, change from what they usually do. Mine tolerates the change pretty well. I might have a breakout like a day or two, like the first couple of days into something new, and then my skin will clear up typically, unless it is the product causing the issue. But for the most part, I haven't experienced anything. This one has not caused the issue either. This one is kind of like a cream gel, but it's great. You can apply it to your face and neck as well. You can also use this day and night every day. So it's a great hydrating cream. This one is a little bit more on the pricier side compared to some other things out there, but it is working very well. So like you see, I've just been using it. Like I said, I can't give a full in-depth thing on it now because it's only been a week, but so far so good. And this is also available at Sephora. So again, if this is something you've been thinking about getting or looking at, get it on a discount. All right, next up we have, this is from a woman-owned small business called Fox Brim Naturals, and I've been rocking with them for a very long time. I've used many products, I've probably tried almost every product they have at least once, and this Orange Blossom Water Toner is probably the first or one of the first toners I ever used, because my skincare routine did not include a toner always. It used to just be the Aveeno facial pads, which still work very well, and the Aveeno moisturizer, and that was it. And so when I started playing around with toners, this was the first one that I really stuck to. They used to have a lavender one too. I don't think they still make it, but they had a lavender one too. And then they had this orange blossom water toner, and this has been my go-to. I've ordered this so many times. Um, I love this toner. To me, it smells like Fruit Loops. I don't know. It's just, it's not a strong, I mean, you can smell it, but it's not something that lingers. It does go away after you apply it and it dries down. It comes in a spray option now. And so you can just spritz your face with it. But when you order it, it actually comes with just the top. So if you have like a pad or something else that you want to use to dab it on your face versus using the spray, you can do that. And this comes separately. So you'll have a top that you can put on it, which is great for traveling. And then you can just put this spray top back on. But I love, love, love this toner. Highly, highly recommend. And I highly recommend Fox Firm Naturals. These are natural products. So if you're looking for something that doesn't have that doesn't have the chemicals and all of the other stuff in it, try Fox Firm Naturals. Again, it's not black owned, but it's a woman owned small business. And like I said, I've been rocking with them for many years. Through many label changes. I remember when they first started out and the labels were like orange and it had a little fox on it and white. And so I really like their products. I've tried their face wash. I've tried some of the serums, some of the other things. Their vitamin C serum also hits. I get a lot of compliments on my skin. When I start using this, people always talk about my skin being glowing and looking a certain way. Love, love, love it. Currently using it now. This is one of my empties, but I have another bottle that's currently in use in my skincare routine. And it's available on the Fox Room website, but also on Amazon. And for the most part, you order through Amazon anyway. But yeah, you can get this from Amazon, and they do have a lot of good deals from time to time. So definitely sign up for their emails if you're interested in their products. And again, these are 100% natural products, so that's something else that's great to know about that company and just about their products. All right, so those are the things I have here. And then, oh, this is another Amazon thing. These are face towels. I should have brought actual face towel with me. I've talked about these before on my channel on I found it on Amazon, but you can get these in a 25 pack or a 50 pack. This is the 50 pack. As you can see, I've already gone through one 50 pack. I'm currently on the second, and I had used a couple of 25 packs before that. So I love them. They're a thick white towels, or not towels, but like face cloths or whatnot, since that seems to be like a new trend now. Instead of using like a washcloth when you're doing your cleansing routine, using a facial towel, because then you're using a new one every time. So that means you don't have to worry about getting bacteria and other things that hang out on your washcloth or cloth that you keep reusing. So you get a fresh towel every time. And I love it. My skin was not really bad or anything, or experiencing breakouts using a washcloth during my cleansing routine. But I do like the fact that having that fresh towel, I think it does help. But it has a smooth side as well as a side that kind of has some exfoliating, like a thicker texture to it, so you can use it for exfoliating. But it's not super harsh at all. It's super soft, feels great, and you can use it for whatever. I use it to wipe off my cleanser, my facial cleanser when I put it on, but you can definitely use it for other things, taking off your makeup, whatnot. But that's what I use mine for. I would highly recommend them. They're very affordable. The 25 pack is like $5. And I know a lot of people like I think it's the Skin Club um, towels. They're very similar to that, but just at a better price. So it's kind of like an affordable version of those, but I would highly recommend them. So, and if you can get the 50 pack, I would recommend that because I think it's a great deal. So that is what I have there. And then I'm currently using, for the rest of my skincare, I'm currently using the Milk cleanser for my daily cleanser. It's vegan, and I'm using that for my cleanser in the morning, and then I also use my Fox Brim toner. And then for the moisturizer, I'm actually using the Belief. So that is what I'm currently using on my skin. You want to see it is, don't judge it too harshly because Mother Nature is in town, and ladies, you already know what happens when that happens. But other than that, for the most part, my skin is doing well, and these products are proving that they are well. A couple of other products I want to recommend for skincare are the Pharmacy. I've talked about this one before. The Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Remover, hands down my favorite makeup remover. It is available at Sephora. Buy it. I'm currently working off of the Christmas set that I got, which was a steal, and you got three of them for like, I paid like maybe $20. And like honestly, the small size is like $20 by itself on the regular. So there's like $24, I think. So yeah, I definitely am happy with my purchase. But whenever I do wear, I don't wear a full face of makeup every day, obviously. But when I do wear makeup, I use that. You just apply it on, it kind of melts away the makeup, and then you can I use like my older version of the magic eraser cloth to wipe away, just take it off and wipe away my makeup. So I do love that. I recommend it. Again, it is, pharmacies, natural products, love them. And check out, when they have their bundle deals, or around Christmas when they drop the holiday set. That is a great, great deal. Can't recommend that product enough, but is my favorite makeup remover, and it works great on your eyes. I wear contacts and I'm able to use it, and it does not cause any irritation or problems. So it is definitely a great product. Again, that's the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I have not tried the Clinique one. I heard great things about that. Eventually, I will get my hands on it, but for now, Pharmacy is my girl. The other thing, let's see, the last two things I have are from Youth to the People, and I actually got these from Sephora as well, and they're still available at Sephora, so I would highly recommend snagging them if you're looking to try them out. They have a really nice like travel size set that has the cleanser and the moisturizer with it. And so I would recommend snagging those if you want to try those out, because the bigger size bottles can be a little bit pricier, but again, it's very healthy, clean products we love, and it does work. The cleanser had my skin looking amazing. It felt so clean, like it felt not stripped, but it felt like stripped of the oils in a good way. But it just had this look where it was just like, this is just beautiful, clean, fresh skin. It looked great. So I will definitely be purchasing more of that. That was my first time using a You to the People product. I'd heard amazing things about it. Everybody that I knew that had tried it was like, you should try this You to the People. Like, it's great. It was the superfood gentle antioxidant cleaner, and I can't say enough good things about it. It really did live up to the hype that, people were giving it, and then even my friends that were using it had given it. So it did not disappoint. I would definitely recommend it, even though it is a little bit on the pricier side when it comes to the full sizes. I think it's really worth it. And again, Sephora product, use your discount, get it now. The other thing, and this is what came with the little two-piece set, was the You to the People superfood same collection, the Air Whip lightweight moisturizer. It just, that didn't do it for me. It did not give me enough moisture. Again, I was using it in the winter. I will put that disclaimer out there. I think it would be a good moisturizer for now, like spring, summer, when the oils start to kick into high gear and we're sweating and all that. I think it will make a good summer moisturizer for me. If you have oily skin, I think it would work great. And I will say that You to the People, they do tell you, like on the side of the box, it'll say, um, if this product is for you, if you have, and it kind of tells you what skin types that is for. And I know a lot of products do that, but this one, each one of their collections kind of is catered to certain skin types, or either for everybody, and it tells you that. So that one was for combination skin and for oily skin. So I think for me, I'm kind of, even though it's combination skin, like the balance is not that off. So it's not super, super oily. Like right now, even though it's warmer outside, like my skin doesn't get super, super oily, especially if I'm drinking my water like I should. I notice that helps a lot with shine control. But if you are really on the oily side, like you just have oily skin, I think that will work great for you, because it's definitely not going to make you any more oily. It's going to keep, if you're using products to, keep the oils away, it's not going to hinder that. So I would recommend that moisturizer for that. And also, like I said, for me, I think it would be a good summer moisturizer. And again, it says lightweight. So can't expect too much from it. But for the price point, I would not say it would be a go-to product or go-to moisturizer for me. However, again, the Youth to the People Superfood Gentle Antioxidant cleanser, yes, definitely a yes. I would recommend it. I would use it again. I love the way it made my skin look and feel. Again, both of those are available at Sephora, and you can get it in kind of like a travel size that has both the cleanser and the moisturizer if you want to try them out. And it's a really good price for the two products. And even though they're small, they do last a good amount of time. I want to say mine lasted roughly a month, and again, daily, using it daily. So I would recommend giving it a try if you have been looking at You to the People products. They are, at least from my experience, they do live up to the hype. At least that cleanser definitely did. All right, so let me know if you guys have any other skincare products that maybe are your go-tos or that you think work great for combination skin. So put those down in the comments. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Make sure you check out that Sephora sale to pick up some of these products that I just talked about.